Smoke like smoking. Ooh, I put the powder in my eye. Hi guys, this is your girl Kuka and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I got this comment on my post and I really want to show my girlies how to use their makeup brushes the right way. So in this video, I am using my Colorbox Cosmetics makeup brushes. You can use any good brushes of your choice. We're going to use all the brushes, but let me show you this real quick. See how these two brushes are looking. This has a very dense and compact bristles, and this brush has a very fluffy bristles. So the compact one is mostly used for looking like your foundations, your blush, and all that. You use your compact and dense brush. And for your powders, you use the fluffy brush. For your powders, I did my brows off camera. We are going straight into concealing. This is my angle brush and this is my blending brush. Very small brushes. Look at this powder brush. You can't use this powder brush to conceal your... Hey, I hope I'm not spotted. You can't use this powder brush to conceal. It's going to mess your makeup up. We are using these two brushes for concealing. Like I always say, seize your breath when concealing. And I get to use the blending brush to blend it out. Best to use your foundation for the top because you don't want any harsh line. You have to let it lie flat. And rule number 1, less is always more. See, I'm not even doing too much. Brushes, you might not get the angle brush, be a straight brush, but with the same look, you can use that one for your concealing. Okay, next we are going to use this brush for our moisturizer. So it has to be like a flat brush. I'm just showing you how I use my brushes. We have different types that you find in other brush sets. They're mostly bigger too. And whilst I'm using my brush, I'm making sure that all excess products are coming out in this direction. Do you see? It has to go out, any excess product. You don't go in, no. You just go in an outward motion for that flawless blend. It's the same way for every application you're doing your makeup. It's just like laying blocks in building. You have to make sure it dries up before you move to the next level. Same for makeup. Make sure your product dries up, then you move to the other stage. Next, we are going to prime our face. I'm going in with this brush. Whatever I'm teaching you, it's just to your preference. You can work with any brushes of your choice. This brush can be used for contouring as well because it has that angle shape. Do you get it? And then it can be used for moisturizing. Like the first step I did, you can use this brush if you don't have the first one. So you just go in again. You don't prime under your eyes. It's going to crease, so just prime around it, perimeter of your face. Don't forget that still the same motion that we are going outward. So this one goes up and I wait for it to dry before I go in with my foundation. We're going to put on our foundation, and this is our foundation brush, dense and stiff. I'm going to use this small brush to pick my foundation before I use the bigger one to blend. Always dab, don't drag. The moment you start to drag, you see, it's giving me patches. I don't know if you can see from your end. but always make sure you dab and then you blend in an outward motion. In makeup, just do you. Don't forget, this same brush I can equally use to conceal my brows. Let me show you. So this is it. Do you see? I'm using the excess in the foundation brush to blend under my eyes. I don't want too much product on my face. Now let's put some on the forehead. When you are blending, take your time so you don't mess up your brow. Next, I'm going to use my e.l.f. blush in shade Dahlia Cheeks. And I blend with this dense brush. Alright, so this is just adding warmth to the face and bringing depth. Now we go in with our concealer. I'm going in with my e.l.f. concealer for my highlighting. Less is more. It's better to pick in lesser quantity and add on than to pick it at a go. I'm going to show you 2 ways to conceal with your brushes. So this is more like the blending brush we use, and this is the CB15 from Colorbox, used for concealing. We are blending it out to get that lifted look. I left this side because I want to show you how to blend with this brush also, a smaller brush. So in makeup, just do you, anything that works for you. Just don't use a foundation brush to conceal. You're just going to spoil everything. And go down, 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 down. I'm looking like a clown. Blend like your life depends on it. Now that we are done concealing, we are going to use our setting powder to set where we put our concealer. Using this powder brush, normally I would have just used my beauty pad to set under my eyes, but today I'm showing my girlies how to use their brushes. I'm going to use the CB23 brush to set under my eyes, and it's my first time trying the Nuban setting powder. I can only try it on myself before I try it on the client, so let me use myself as a test to see how well it blends out. So make sure you dust it off before you go in. Oh, it's nice though. It's doing the Lord's work. Oh. Ooh, I put the powder in my eyes. See the reason why I tell you to take your time. Good. We are going to contour to add dimension to the face. And we are using this angle brush. This is like a bigger angle brush. A contour brush. In contouring, it's more like drawing the number 3. So from your forehead to your cheeks, and then from your cheeks to your jawline. Those are the places you contour. So it's for the other side too. Like you're doing the number 3. Same. So you contour. We are going to contour our nose, so you make sure you put a little bit of the setting powder on your nose. And you contour side by side. Smaller brush. So this is the CB9 for your nose contour. Just have it at the back of your mind that smaller brushes for intricate places, and then bigger brushes for a broader space. You just don't want to end it at this side, so you brush it through your eyebrow area just to blend. I don't want to see a very pronounced line on your nose. No, even with the powder on my nose, I have to brush it out, but it's just serving as a guideline for me to contour side by side. Next, we are doing blush, and I'm using my CB25 to apply my blush. Okay, wait, let me teach you something. Assuming in your brush set you don't have this angle brush, big brush for your contouring, you can use this as well. Something not too big, not too small. And this is Colorbox CB21. Pick your contour, and then in this particular order, you just blend. So when you're coming down, you angle it. When you're going up, you take it up. I don't know if you are seeing what I'm doing. So there's no restriction. Just do what's good, your own angle out of it. I'm going to do my blush. Always dust off excess, and then you put it on. Just smile, and then you put it on your cheeks. We're going to use our eyeshadow primer for the eyeshadow. It has to be a small, dense brush. I'm picking my eyeshadow primer. Raise your eyes. Literally see, I picked a lot. Tap off the excess on my hand. I go in again and blend. I'm going to use two different techniques for this eyeshadow. I'm going to use my Annie's Meet the Browns for the crease area, and then we use another palette for the shimmer. You can decide to apply the powder all over. So the powder I'm using is just a matte eyeshadow with no shimmer, no shiny effect. Are we getting somewhere? Get any flat brush of your choice, and then you pick your eyeshadow, then you dab. You're just going in with a neutral look. Make sure not to put the shimmer in your crease area, else I'm sorry, it's going to look like the Makola woman. I don't want someone to beat me. Just put your shimmer on the lid. See, I'm not crossing boundaries. The next technique that I'm going to show you, we are not going to put powder, a matte powder, just going in with the eyeshadow. Still on the lid. Both work, so choose your style. So I make sure I'm blending around the shimmer so I don't drag the shimmer in my crease area. Do you see how both works? I think I like both. Just choose the one you're comfortable with. I think at this stage you can just be done, yeah. But if you want to go a little extra, then you get your smaller brush. This is CB11. Go in with a darker shade for the V corner. So you're just going to draw V corner. So this is your V corner. So you put, so just the way the name suggests, you just do the same thing at the ends. Some people will say smoky. You're just going to smoke the ends, not smoke like smoking, but we are smoking the eyes. Make sure you are blending. Don't just put it there. Blend it. Then realize the thing is just there like that. You have to blend it, and then we don't have to see that, okay, this shimmer is starting from this side and the powder is starting. No, it has to blend together. It has to blend together. But I feel like the black is too much. I just go in with my shimmer at the place where I feel the black has overshadowed it. Yeah. And now, okay, I want to go in again. I go in. See, we are not doing too much, but we are just adding depth to the eyes. So we repeat the same thing for the other eye. V corner, so just like you're drawing a V. We are going to use another smaller brush for the eye work, just to blend everything together. So this is like your main powder for your face, and then you just blend it out. The goal is not to create a harsh line. The goal is to make everything blend together. I feel the makeup is looking powdery because yes, we haven't sprayed yet. It's normal. I'm just going to do a bit of color for my under eyes. So I'm doing green. I personally hate under eyes because it will make me cry. I have very sensitive eyes. But you need to do it to make the makeup pop. The key is to sniff in if the tears wants to come, so you just sniff in. Okay. Using that same powder brush for the setting powder for our main powder, just to blend all together. Now, so we are dusting off the powder on our nose. We don't want words, any harsh line. I feel the eyeshadow is a bit too much in my tear dots. I'm going to use my spoolie to take off excess. Good. This brush is a CB4 and this is going to be our powder brush. Just blend. We're going to spray, then we finish up. So let's do our mascara. I'm not doing lashes, so let's just do the mascara. I'm going to do my highlighter with this small brush. Not too small, but this is the CB17 from Colorbox. Always make sure to dust it off. Then you smile on top of your blush. Is it too much? Less is more. Cocoa, less is more. Don't do too much. So smell. Now I picked more and I want to correct it. I just take my powder brush and then put a little powder on it. Dusting it off. I'm going to use my Omari Code lip liner in Hickory. Smile. Just smile to get your inner corner. You can use any small flat brush of your choice to also let's say you don't have a pencil for your lip liner, you can just use your eyeshadow palette, the matte powders that you use for your eyes. Less is more. Just pick the brown shade and then you smile. Makeup is creativity. You see, I'm adding on to the pencil. Like I said, small brushes for intricate places. I can't use this big brush for my lip. It won't work. So I'm going to use a smaller brush. You make sure that you always smack your lips. can even use the tip of your brush to blend. Just do you, it works. To apply your gloss, so let's say this is the gloss I put at the back of my hand, pick it with the tip, and then I go in. Voila! And now I'm looking like a bar of chocolate. This is the end of today's video. If you have any topic you want us to create, feel free to comment it in the comment section. I'll see you in my next. Bye.